Alright guys, I wasn't planning on buying this, but I went and bought a M18 dual rapid charger today, and this was on the shelf, so I decided to get myself one of these as well. This is the M18 M12 supercharger, so M12 M18 SC is its code. Now the reason this is awesome is it claims to charge a 12 amp hour battery in 60 minutes, an 8 in 45, a 6 in 35, a 3 in 35, as opposed to their normal rapid charge times, 130 minutes for a 12 amp, which I can vouch for. It feels like an eternity. Not only that, there's our smaller batteries as well. So our rapid charger supposedly only does a 5 amp in 105 minutes. I didn't think it took that long, but that's what they're saying it is. A 4 amp in 76 minutes and a 2 amp in 42 minutes. So all those times are significantly dropped, in somewhere around half. It also has an effect on our M12 batteries. So our M12 2 amp hour, no different, 30 minutes. 3 minutes quicker for a 3 amp hour, 20 minutes quicker for a 4 amp hour, and 31 minutes quicker for a 6 amp hour. So that's if you use your tools heavily, or you've got a lot of batteries and you're used to having to charge a bunch of batteries, this means a lot to you. I'm tending to buy these batteries now because they run 21700 cells as opposed to the 18650 cells, but I also have a couple of these in 4 amp, and I think I got 4 or 5 4 amp ones and a couple of 6 amp ones, so that'll also reduce my charging time for these M12 batteries. On top of that, a 60-minute recharge on a 12 amp, and then it can move over to one of these and keep charging one of those afterwards. Makes a really big difference to like productivity for me. I want a 9-inch wet cut saw, so that'll predominantly run on these 12 amp batteries. And I also have the SDS Max rotary hammer drill, and that absolutely eats up these batteries. Let's have a look inside. It's quite a hefty feeling unit. What we got there? Is that a choke for frequency noise, I reckon? A toroidal choke of some description. So as you can see, she's a hefty unit. The other thing is, all my other chargers are out of warranty now, so I thought I'd buy another one, which now means I've got a charger that's in warranty. The plain old documents. Wow. Okay, so it claims 12 volts, 4.5 amps. Can we see that? 18 volt, 13.5 amp charge rate. Now we're talking 370 watts. This little beast will smash some power into these batteries. The other thing you'll notice, see how it's really not vented? If you have a look at my other video about the other unit, that says to me that this is fan cooled. I'm going to assume that it drags air in these couple of ports here and blows it out here, or vice versa, sucks from there, blows out the other way. Let's get this beast on the inverter, fire it up, see what it does on a inverter. I've got that 6 amp which is flat, but I'll probably have to go and flatten a big battery so we can test it. But yeah, I want to see it punch out some serious power. That's insane. This is quite heavy, like 2 kilos maybe, 2.5, something like that. Let's see if we can get that fan singing in there. I'll come back with a bit of a test of it charging something, but then we will do extensive like time lapses and stuff like that for you guys to see the practical, realistic upshot of it. This means I can certainly get a lot more done with the cordless gear I've got. Be interesting to see how long the batteries last getting charged that hard. Wouldn't imagine Milwaukee would do it unless they could put up with it. Makita years ago in their 3 amp hour, don't have one sitting here, batteries. Their chargers put out 9 amps and they were fan cooled, and they're supposedly meant to get up to 80% in 20 minutes or something. So at the end of the day, I guess it's probably not that far-fetched. Let's get it plugged in and get a battery in it. Okay, so just as a quick test, got a watt meter over there on our power lead there. Got the supercharger and the twin bay rapid charger out. That one was flat. Let's see how many watts of charge it puts in. 3.0. Oh yeah, there's a fan in there. It sucks in that way, blows out here. So it was dead flat. 140-ish watts going in that there. That's what the standard chargers are rated to pull. 135 watts. So that is actually not going to charge any faster on this than it will on this. So that's your 3.0. Let's slip him on there. See what that reckons. So the light's a bit newer and cooler. Just build its way up, it should get into the 130-ishes. 120s. So there you go. Basically the same thing. If I can hear a fan in there too. Get another one on there. That's just a 2.0 up into the 230 watt range. Yes, there's definitely a fan inside that. Cool to know. We've got a flat 6.0. The battery's warm, I'm not sure if that's going to affect anything. Maybe just flattened it. Okay. Fan's on. Smells very like Chinese plastic. 33 watts and the way it'll climb. See where it heads up. There's 130, so that's our normal 6 amp charge. It's charging at about 1/4 of a kilowatt an hour. 240 watts. That's when it's on dead empty. There's a good little stream of air coming out of there, that's really nice. You're going to want to keep these away from sources of dust, with that said, but that's well and truly punching. Okay. M12 battery, does it charge at the same time? No, it still waits. That's a bit upsetting. I would have thought they would have been able to make that do both at once. But that being said, when we're running these big high capacity ones, you don't mind if it goes straight. Like if you've got lots of 2 amp hour batteries, you buy a 6 bay simultaneous, no, 6 bay sequential charger and just let them run. Not a big issue. But when you've got high capacities like 6s, 6, 8s, 9s, etc., you're better off running them. We will check it with a 9 amp. I do still have a few 9 amps kicking around and see what it does. Bang these two back on here. But yes, it is fan cooled. So almost at half a kilowatt of charging for 3 batteries. Now that's quite exciting. If this is charging at 6 amps, that's pushing in each of those pretty hard. Fan makes a little bit of noise. We're on a solid single light already now. But it appears that this is the future of battery charge, and I'll line up every single different battery I've got and put it on this one and see which ones actually compare to the rapid charger. I've got one there, and check that out. Now I'll do it in another video, but it appears that this, oh, it was trying to charge. Oh, this 6 amps had issues before like this. Is it trying to charge or no? Surely it wouldn't flash if it was trying to charge. That's the waiting sign. You see it went flashing red and green like the battery was faulty. This 6 amp does that when it gets too flat. If it's only on one light instead of flashing, it's happy days, but when it's on flashing it has issues. Anyway, what I was saying, there's a 3.5, it's flashing again, 3.5 amp output on the 12 volt batteries in this. That's the same as the other rapid charger. So we'll test and see if it actually does push more power in to 6 amp in some more detailed videos about this thing. We'll get it on the bench, the watt hour meter in front of us so that we can really check it out. And I'll update you when I do that. But yeah, supercharger, sequential rapid charger. Thanks for watching.